look at the ray tracing on Miles Morales. Look at him in the reflections, Rich. It's fantastic.
Amazing.
Look at this. Just this is amazing.
Beautiful. Well, it's an amazing game. It's an amazing game, and I like how you're using the Into the Spider-Verse skin. Very nice.
Oh, mate, I had to.
But without the jittery animation styly.
Oh, mate, I couldn't use that. It sent me a little bit sick. I was playing in 60 FPS, and with that, that just doesn't work.
It is a bit much.
But yeah, as always, we're doing our comparison. We're back on our bullshit, Rich, with the new games. We did Spider-Man Remastered on Monday, and today we are doing Miles Morales on PS4, PS4 Pro, and PS5. And solid as a rock on the PS4. Actually, it did drop like every so often on the PS4 to 29 frames.
Yeah.
But not very often. But PS5, performance mode versus fidelity mode, rock solid again, like the Spider-Man Remastered. I just feel like this is a much better looking game though.
Yeah, well, it's been built specifically for PS5, hasn't it? I suppose Remastered is a remaster.
Of course, Rich. But just look at the reflection. We're about to get into this now.
Okay, all right.
Okay, here's the PS4. It's great. It's everything. Like, there's a lot you got to be looking at here. Like in the buildings, the skyscrapers for one, the glass, and the reflections that you get. Like the one in the top left, you'll see it now to the next to the blue sign. Like just a blurry animation, kind of. Not animation. Sorry, reflection.
Yeah.
But when you get to the PS5, it's proper ray tracing. It's proper like reflections. Like you can see the building that's next to it, that kind of thing. It's really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Just graphical fidelity as well on that shot. It's cool. Look, reflections again, Rich. Look at that. I mean, ridiculous.
What is it even reflecting on the PS4? It's not.
See, I don't know. Like, it's the whole authored reflections things that we talked about in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The remastered. And as we get through the video, you'll see more and more. Obviously, we're not just doing reflections, we're doing bits of everything. But like this, we're doing just the clarity, like the visual fidelity, obviously in fidelity mode. Just things like the anti-aliasing, obviously, on the PS4 and the PS4 Pro is okay. It's not too bad, but it's slick on the PS5. Just, you can read the text better. The small text where it says tickets on sale now and that kind of thing.
Is it my imagination, or does the PS4 version look slightly better than the Pro one somehow?
No, it's just different lighting. And I don't know whether that's the brightness, but
I don't understand,
the PS4 Pro has better visuals. And again, like if you look in the street there, you can see the cars. Like you can't see that in any other version. But when you get to the PS5, I get back. I think, the brightness must be different on the PS4 Pro because it looks just as good.
Yeah.
But look at the cars and stuff like that. The draw distance on that. It's absolutely insane. Next up, Rich, the shrubs, the trees, the bush, the loads of bush. Important.
Also, actually, the little lights on the tree. You can make more of a distinction there. Nice.
Well, exactly. And just the shrubbery, the trees are thicker as well.
Yeah.
Like you can see, and like actually the shadows as well. Look at the shadow. Oh, well, we've moved on. But you see it in another shot.
It's nice.
Again, reflections. Look at this. This is by the Flatiron Building, known as the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
But like just the reflections in the window, you can actually see in the windows on the right. You can see the door in that like third up from the bottom.
So much better.
Whereas in the other ones, it's just like fake reflections.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is exactly like Spider-Man remastered. There's your reflection. But Rich, is it the reflection? No, that is actually the reflection, which is completely different.
Yeah.
You just never notice this stuff.
No. It is a big deal, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, massive. Like especially in a game like this with the buildings and the skyscrapers, a lot of glass, a lot of reflections. Like even like Miles's reflection, his reflection. But this is interesting. So that's the reflection. And that there is your Empire State Building, right?
Yeah.
It's very iconic.
Indeed.
So
no mistake.
What we're going to do now is we're going to go round the side of this is the MetLife. Look, there is the Empire State Building again. In that reflection, how is that even possible?
That's not the Empire State.
No, in the reflection it was.
Oh, right.
But there is the Empire State. So how is that reflected? Like it's impossible.
It's on the other side.
So it's almost like you see through the building.
That's how they do it. That's the developer trick.
Right, do you know what I mean? It's like it's not actually a reflection because, like, you can see the Empire. Look, you can see it there, the Empire State.
That's
it's
so
crazy.
bizarre.
I love it.
What an odd trick.
Yeah, but you don't really notice it when you're zipping around, do you? It's only when you stop and pay attention.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's absolutely, it's a little bit mind blowing, to be honest. Like, that was a moment for me. I was like, wow, crazy.
That's weird.
Back to the trees and stuff. Like, if you look at the shadow on the path, just above where the car is, because obviously they're thicker trees and stuff with that thicker branches.
Yeah.
And you can, like, the shadows are actually thicker as well. Like, you can see everything's kind of real time lit, like that. And this as well. Like, look at the reflections in like the big skyscraper on the right on the PS5.
Oh, geez,
compared to the PS4 Pro and the PS4, and then in all the glass buildings, to be honest.
Yeah,
just the reflections look a lot more natural. The lighting.
Well, the PS4 version looks slightly flat, slightly lifeless. Even
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look like a 3D thing. It looks like a painting, right?
Yeah.
And again, this is a bit of evidence. You've got like things to look out for: skyscrapers in the back, and with the PS5, like the reflections and stuff like that, and just the trees and the shadows and everything. So yeah, it's nutty, but in a very cool way. Like, yeah, like I don't know really what else to say, Rich, apart from how like phenomenal it does look.
Well, either way, a gorgeous game across the board. I mean,
yeah, for sure. Like PS4 Pro looks good.
Yeah. Have you encountered any of the weird bugs that have been knocking about, where you can turn him into a brick or a puddle?
No, but they are absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. They're bizarre.
Like fantastic. But yeah, Rich, that was Miles Morales. That's out on the PS5, PS4, PS4 Pro. Fantastic game, good fun. Like I think I prefer New York in the winter.
Yeah. Okay.
In real life and in Spider-Man games. But yeah, the reflection's great. Some really cool developer tricks that we noticed across the different versions. And yeah, it's solid frame rates, whichever mode you're playing. Folks, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, folks. Bye.
Bye.